I think it's a perfect essential. The Ingrid Bergman performance and character sort of struck, notes for me of the Norma Shearer character in The Women, where you're, watching these women like be dragged through it. And then when they get their power back, it is just the most exciting momentum. You get so into it, you're so behind them. And I love that with these movies. I go on these women's journeys so emotionally with them.
It's great in the script, though, too, what they give her to say when he's tied up. And she could be mad, or she may be just getting revenge, whatever. You don't know how she's going to go, and she's got that knife.
It's
it's
so
a
good.
great scene, great moment.
Yeah,
it's kind of the Oscar scene.
Yeah.
That's the kind of scene that wins Oscars for people.
Well, and she also, gives him a taste of his own medicine.
Yeah.
She starts throwing back things that he said to her along the whole way.
Right.
And, for her to go from victim to victor, it's just so good. I think that George Cukor knows when someone has really earned it. So the payoff is just all that more delicious.
This movie, is a remake. Actually, it was done in England with a whole different cast, Diana Wynyard and Anton Walbrook. And the Joseph Cotton character in the movie, as in the original Broadway play and London West End play, is not a handsome leading man at all. He's a very, very heavy-set inspector that is not a romantic interest at all. And I really like this other because, as you were talking about before the movie, he really gives you a sense that it will turn out all right. So it takes that danger away from it, but it makes you very eager to see how it's going to turn out.
Yes.
What she's going to do or what's going to happen to make it come out all right.
Yes. I just love this movie. I think it's so good on every level.
Yes. Well, we move on. Don't go away. Up next is a preview of what's coming up next week on The Essentials. The Bad and the Beautiful, 1952. This is one of my favorite films from the 1950s.
Well, you can get lost in the grit and the glamour of this film.
This is a film in which Kirk Douglas is perfectly cast.
I love this film. It's about the industry, but it happens to speak to me personally.
From 1952, The Bad and the Beautiful. That's next Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern. You can find out more at tcm.com. Thanks for joining us for The Essentials.
Tonight on Turner Classic Movies, Joan Fontaine is a victim before the fact in Alfred Hitchcock's Suspicion. Then Gene Tierney is beautifully unstable throughout Leave Her to Heaven. And the TCM Underground attempts a transfusion with a little mixed blood.